will survive. wrestling fans. It's Jimmy, the mailman, Milstead. We're live in New Orleans. Let me bring the music out here. Thanks, Kid Rock. Going to be newly inducted into the WWE Hall of Fame Friday night. Welcome. It's Small Package, episode 22, live here from the St. Philip historic area, 1839, I believe, circa 1839, is where me and my family are staying. We're in a beautiful courtyard right now, a bohemian type courtyard. The weather's in the 70s. Hopefully my audio is going good here. Let me see if there's anybody commenting yet. Let me comment. Let me know how the audio is doing. I know we got some air conditioning going on out here, but hopefully the internet lasts. We got 20 matches to predict, 19 really. We'll predict a couple of wild card things. A big WrestleMania weekend, guys. So I don't have my bell. Ding, ding, ding. That'll be our opening bell. I want to welcome you to the Small Package, episode 22. Beautiful day. I want to say it's mid-60s. I haven't looked at my weather app here. Last time I checked, 65 degrees, 66 degrees. Slight breeze coming through here. Pretty comfortable weather, and I'm digging it. We're getting started here. It's WrestleMania. It's this weekend, 70,000 plus at the Superdome, and I'm excited. How excited are you? Let me know in the comments here. First of all, I am 21-7 so far predictions, and the guy I'm going to introduce has come a long way. He has come from across the pond. He's my tag team partner. Without further ado, let me get the intro music, sir, for my guy, Ryan RATBOY Alexander Taylor. Hopefully we can both be in this picture. The RATBOY is here in the States. Welcome, sir. Let me present this guy with some beads. I think the tradition is you're supposed to show something, but we'll spare everybody that. Here, I'll throw another bead on myself. But RATBOY, thanks for joining me, buddy.
It's a pleasure.
Here live and in person, living color. My tag team partner. Let's get the production here. Sorry, spare no expense. The mailman, Jimmy Milstead. But how you doing, man? How's everything going? Yeah, look at this guy. It's a happy Rusev day. A happy Rusev day.
I was the most over guy on Bourbon Street.
He was. Last night we went out on Bourbon Street, and this guy was the most over guy over anybody because of this shirt. Fans were coming up to him left and right. So Ryan, tell us how your trip was overseas. How tired are you right now?
I'm not tired. The trip was horrible, though. Don't get me wrong. I'm never flying with British Airways again.
Let me see if anybody's having audio problems. Nobody's commenting yet, but let us know if there's any audio issues. I don't want to be too loud here because we are in the middle of a courtyard. But it's a. What do you think of this place?
This is delightful. This is delightful. This is my first time in New Orleans. I didn't realize that.
Yeah, it's an open air facility here in the courtyard. We're surrounded by. I'm in a 2-bedroom suite. I'm not sure if there's like 4 bedrooms in some of these, but the St. Philip Hotel, I highly recommend if you ever visit. We're right in the heart of the French Quarter, just a couple of streets away from Bourbon Street, and then in the French Market. I had some knowledge on this place here at the French Quarter, or the St. Philip Hotel. Like I said, 1839. This building was has been around. It's a Mediterranean-style building. and it's located right here in the heart of French Quarter. It's a 2 to 3 minute walk to Cafe du Monde, Jackson Square, the Royal Street and Bourbon Street. And I just think my wife found this on the internet. So Ryan, tell our fans where are you guys at?
We're at the Quisby on the Lower Garden District. Quite a nice place.
Yeah, what do you think? I haven't gone over there yet.
Quite a nice place. We are right next to a Wendy's and a Popeyes.
Yeah. Tell us your experiences. Like, you'd be shocked, but England doesn't get like Ryan is just amazed over the little things, like Mountain Dew. Like
Mountain Dew, we get Mountain Dew back home, but we only get the one flavor.
Only the one flavor.
We only get the citrus, you know.
Yeah, he showed me a picture the other day. They're at what is 7-Eleven or something, Circle K, and all the selections for just the Mountain Dew.
89 cents.
Blew this guy's mind away.
89 cents for a liter and a half. If I lived there, I'd be dead.
Yeah, so you know, us here in America, don't take it for granted. Like, there's a lot of stuff, but I'm sure there's stuff. I've never been to Europe and England. One day, WrestleMania will come there, and we'll do the show. That day is not soon. Yeah, maybe not soon, but one day. So
I don't want it to be in England.
Yeah. Oh, we were gonna have another guy here, Rory the Bar. Rory Bar, Ryan's good friend. But he had a late night. He was sipping on Jack and Cokes there on bourbon, and we mingled with some, professional wrestlers. They were all out. Who'd we meet last night? Pete Dunne.
Who didn't we meet last night?
Yeah, who didn't we meet? They were shooting Total Divas on bourbon.
Pete Dunne.
Trent Seven.
Mark Andrews. I met Kenny McIntosh from back home.
Yeah.
That's a big privilege for me.
Chucky Taylor.
Excellent wrestling journalist out there, by the way.
Yeah.
Hit him up on Twitter. An evening with Paul Heyman tonight.
All right. Yeah, there's a Paul Heyman show. Is that where you're going?
Yeah, if he's up for it. I think it's at Arcadia. I'm not sure.
Arcadia. Okay. I'm hitting the WrestleCon Super Show tonight. The Golden Lovers are taking on Chuck Taylor and a mystery partner. I'm excited about that. That's at the Sugar Mill, 9:30. I will tell you about my experiences there. That's right across from the Convention Center at Access. There's events every day from here until, you know what? I mean, Ryan, when are you leaving?
Week on Friday.
Yeah, he's leaving on a week from Friday. They're staying a little bit longer. I'm here a week, Wednesday to Wednesday. Yesterday we just got in. I'm feeling pretty good. I stuck the beer last night, but woke up early, and you know what? It's going to be an amazing weekend, sir. And I thank you for joining me.
Pleasure.
Want to talk some wrestling? Or first of all, you're expecting your brother to come in too. Is he safely arrived?
Yes. Unfortunately, his flight wasn't delayed. Unfortunately, he did get here safe and sound and in one piece. Yeah. If I talk too much more about it, I'm going to cry, to be honest.
Well, here's a beer for you, buddy.
Thank you very much.
Yeah. We're going to start the show off. I want to dedicate this show, actually. Did you hear about the news? Let me bring it up.
Oh, about
on Facebook. Luscious Johnny Valiant passed away.
I heard about it through Jim Ross this morning.
Yeah. I'm getting it off Pro Wrestling Sheet here. I guess they confirmed Johnny Valiant died in a tragic accident where he was struck by a pickup truck. So I was reading that this morning, much to my shock. Valiant, if you don't know, old school golden era. Well, he was a wrestler himself, but famous manager for the Dream Team, Brutus Beefcake, Greg the Hammer Valentine. He was a member of the Valiant Brothers, inducted in the WWE Hall of Fame in 1996. So the police are still checking it out. It's under an investigation, but R.I.P. Luscious Johnny Valiant. And we'll dedicate a small package to him. He entertained me for years. I have his LJN figure. I'll show you one day, but rest in peace, sir. That was terrible news to read this morning. So, anything else to discuss before we go to our NXT picks? Well, let's talk about our weekend. What are you most anticipating as far as you're going to the WWE Hall of Fame?
Oh, we're going to Hall of Fame tomorrow night. We might do WrestleCon tomorrow morning.
Yeah.
Two sessions of Access on Saturday. TakeOver, then of course Mania, and then we roll in with Raw and SmackDown in the second week.
Nice. Yeah, I'm gonna.
Expensive.
Yeah, there's a lot of money being spent, but this is what we do, you know. These are our vations. I'm gonna hit WrestleCon tomorrow. Hopefully he joins me. I'll meet Kenny Omega.
It's at the Hyatt, isn't it?
At the Hyatt. That's where most of the wrestlers are staying. It'll be a big convention. A lot of old time stars will be there. It's WrestleCon. I highly recommend because you can spend more quality time, maybe striking a conversation than Access. But then Friday, I'm going to spend some family time with the family. Go on a tour or two. Tonight, like I said, I'm going to the WrestleCon Super Show. You're doing Access? Or
maybe
Paul Heyman Show. There's stuff to do 24/7 here. There's a lot going on at Access. They have tournaments there.
NXT.
Saturday, I'll hit Access. I'm doing the Something to Wrestle with Bruce Pritchard show. That's what the shirt I'm wearing. Fun fact, WrestleMania was almost called the Colossal Tussle. Did you know that?
I did not.
That was one of the names. This is one of his shirts. You can get it on Pro Wrestling Tees. Cheap plug, but I thought this was a funny.
They changed it.
Yeah, that would have been a horrible name. But this is a crazy good T-shirt, isn't it? But I'll hit the Bruce Pritchard show. Then we're gonna go to NXT TakeOver, New Orleans. You also got Ring of Honor, Super Card of Honor, going head to head. Kenny Omega takes on Cody Rhodes. That'll be outstanding. I chose NXT because I'm pro WWE, but I love what ROH is doing. That'll be a great show. So those go to head to head. A lot of people wish they wouldn't go head to head, but you know, it's good for wrestling. You know, competition.
Great for wrestling.
Yeah. What else we got? Then Sunday's WrestleMania, all day party. That's going to be a 7-hour long show, guy. Thoughts?
Close.
7 hours.
It'll be more than 7 hours.
It might be more. We have 13 matches, 14 quite possibly if we get an answer. I'll have that in my predictions, what I think is going to happen as far as will The Undertaker respond to John Cena. What else we got? We got Monday Night Raw on Monday, some sightseeing.
I'm actually very intrigued as to how they're going to build what we've seen and take.
Yeah.
I sort of like the fact that he's not going to appear until Mania.
Yeah, it's
I like the fact that there's still mystery going into this match.
It's something to behold.
Bar with the bar, the bang, the bang.
Yeah,
the
Kid Rock. It's going to be the American Badass for sure if we do see an Undertaker appearance. Let me go to the chat and see if anybody has said anything yet. Still nothing, but we're still on the air, so that's good. We're not in Mom's basement out in Seattle where I've been kicked off a few times, living in the sticks, bad internet. But and then my last event will be SmackDown Live. What do you think of your seats? Are you excited about where you're sitting for these events?
Mainly for definitely the bank account took a bit of an ass pounding. Don't get me wrong, but
introduce everybody to what you do. You're basically the RATBOY. People want to know why he's called the RATBOY. Well, his name's Ryan Alexander Taylor. So why'd you come up with that?
My initials are a thing of wonder.
Mine's Jam. James Atlee Milstead.
I like Jam.
But I'm just called the Mailman.
I like Jam and toasted granary bread. Yeah. There's nothing wrong with Jam. I could go for some Jam right now.
Yeah.
Do you know we can get Jam around here?
I don't know. We'll have to find it.
I'm going to go to a convenience store later on and get me some Jam.
But, you know, interesting being a mailman here. It'll be interesting to deliver mail out here in the French Quarter. There's some crazy-looking mailboxes here. But anything else to discuss before we dive into our picks? Anything that you've seen here that you've been amazed? You've been here since Monday.
I did go by the Mississippi River the other day, and I must confess I thought it would look a lot cleaner.
No, I told you that.
It truly is a shithole.
It's probably what, runny.
But we were up by the river walk, which was delightful.
Yeah,
I must admit. That's right by where Access is, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah.
Next to the Ernest M. Convention Center.
There's a big, what do you call those, steamboats? Or
Yeah, we're looking to go on a cruise tomorrow before the Hall of Fame.
yeah, that'll be cool. What's that boat called? The I'm so unprepared. Is that part of the Mississippi? Right down
Unless
there?
I'm mistaken, yeah.
Yeah, right down here by the French Quarter. And the name is escaping me. We'll put it in the comments. I should have jotted that down. But well, Ratboy, without further ado, I brought my favorite Marine with me over here in New Orleans.
Knock off the jaw jack, and it's time for mail call.
Hey, thanks, Lee Ermy. Let's dive into our picks. We don't want to go too long. I don't have any. I'm running on my laptop battery here, and we're at 86%. Ratboy 15-13 on his picks. I am 21-7. We've got some NXT TakeOver picks to talk about. Are you ready to talk about NXT TakeOver New Orleans?
Yes.
5 matches. Saturday night, WWE Network. Check out this card. It's going to be phenomenal. I am going to be in row 3 by the stage. This is my best seat for the weekend. I'm not sure what I'm wearing yet. I want to wear a Johnny Gargano shirt, though. We've got 5 matches on tap. I think the main event is going to be the unsanctioned match, Johnny Gargano versus Tommaso Ciampa. Former tag team champions, DIY, head-to-head. Does this go on last, do you think? Or do you have Andrade Cien Almas, the NXT champion, versus Aleister Black, main eventing this card? It's got to be one of those 2 matches.
I don't think the unsanctioned match needs to go on last. I'd like to see it, but I think we're in Cien Almas versus Aleister Black. You can only imagine it's going to be 10 or 10. But then again, it wouldn't be the first time. I mean, the War Games that went on last, no championship match. Tag team by the match, they did it with DIY. So it might be a good way to come full circle. Tommaso Ciampa is hilarious on Twitter, though. So
yeah, Tommaso Ciampa is probably the best heel in wrestling right now. I would rival him in Cody Rhodes probably over in ROH. So it should be a phenomenal card. 5 matches. I'm just going to go in the order of what I think it's going to be. I'm not going to say this is what the order is, but we'll talk about. First of all, did you watch the latest episode of NXT? I kind of crash coursed it. It was episode last night.
I watched the highlights on YouTube.
Did you watch the highlights? Okay, trying to think even what happened here. Well, they basically debuted Ricochet in the ring. I mean, they all 6 ladder competitors for the newly crowned North American Championship. That belt is sweet. Thoughts on that belt? Triple H debuted it this week. It's a throwback belt. It highlights the continent of North America. It's a sweet belt. NXT, it was time to have a secondary belt. And go check this belt out if you haven't. Triple H debuted it on their YouTube page, WWE.com. What do you think of the North American Championship? That is going to be a ladder match with 6 competitors. Ricochet debuting. EC3, the former TNA star, who was a former NXT competitor, Derek Bateman, if you remember. But he's back in WWE. You've got Lars Sullivan, a larger-than-life giant. He's just a beast. Killian Dane from your neck of the woods, the Irish lad from a part of Sanity. You've also got Adam Cole, baby. Who am I missing? How could you forget the Velveteen Dream, Patrick Clark? Well, just Velveteen Dream, but who do you pick in this? Did I miss anybody?
You say Lars Sullivan?
Lars Sullivan. 6 competitors.
6 guys.
Well, we're not even on that yet, but I just wanted to say, what do you think of that belt?
I think I liked it at second glance more than I did at first. You know, it's a bit big, but I mean, the North American Championship, the sort of like the Intercontinental belt. If you think Intercontinental means anywhere within the United States, unless I'm very much mistaken.
Yeah.
It's sort of a roundabout way of saying that. I was against them doing a 4th belt for NXT.
Were you?
At first, but
Oh, so you're good with it now?
they can take it on tour. They can take it on house shows as long as they don't water it down each week.
Yeah.
The good thing about NXT is that you don't see the same superstars every week. It rotates and whatnot.
Yeah, I think it's cool because basically it gives there's so much talent, you know, and
Trips is doing a good job with NXT. He's doing a good job with 205, so he deserves this chance to bring in a new belt.
I don't have a problem with it. I think it's going to be great, like you said, for the touring. And there's so much talent that I think you got to have something to fight for, you know. Not everybody's going to be in the main event scene. So kudos, WWE. I think that belt looks sweet. Do you like it better than the UK Championship?
No belt looks better than the UK Championship.
I agree, buddy.
No belt.
That's going to be cool. All right. Well, I'm going to go in the order that I think these matches go. I'm going to start off with the NXT Triple Threat Tag Team Championship. I think this opens the card. If you haven't been paying attention, they've had the Dusty Rhodes Tag Team Classic, and it didn't come to we didn't get a winner last night on NXT. No. You had Pete Dunne. He's been teamed up with Roderick Strong. Roddy and Pete, kind of like a weird duo, a unique combo, but they've been successful. I don't have the brackets in front of me, but I believe they beat the I forgot what's their name, Oni Lorcan and Martin Stone, or what's his name? Martin Stone's his real name. I'm totally
Danny Burch.
Danny Burch, yeah. I thought that was a very good match, but I don't have the brackets in front of me. But so Roddy Strong, Pete Dunne, you got the Authors of Pain, who I thought would have been up on the roster by now, but I think they're going to definitely be on Raw after WrestleMania. And then you've got Adam Cole, who's taken over. Adam Cole, baby, he's taken over the spot for the injured Bobby Fish of the Undisputed Era, and he's tagging with Kyle O'Reilly, the other tag team championship. Excuse me, RATBOY. What do you think of this triple threat tag? And then William Regal on the show announced that the winner of this match is also the Dusty Champion, which I find funny because Undisputed Era wasn't even in it. What do you think is going to come to fruition? I think it's going to be this is the opener, in my opinion. What do you think? Who's winning this match? I brought the mailbox. Let's start putting letters in here.
It's been a product of unforeseen circumstance, obviously with the injury to Bobby Fish, which couldn't come at the worst time for him.
Yeah,
I'm gutted for him missing out on his first Mania.
Yeah, that sucks.
He'll get there next year.
Get well soon, Bobby
on
Fish.
The main roster. I'm not really sure how I'll feel about the match being for both the finals of the Dusty Classic and the Tag Team Championships. I'm not a big fan of that. I don't think they should really crisscross, but they didn't really have any choice. They were backed into a corner. I do enjoy the tag team of Roderick Strong and Pete Dunne. That is Backbreaker City right there.
Is that who you're going with?
No.
Okay. I'm jotting them down.
The Undisputed Era.
Undisputed Era? I don't have the music cued, but we don't need it.
No.
Undisputed Era for the RATBOY.
The Authors of Pain doesn't make logical sense. You think they're destined for the main roster. Pete Dunne, I can't see him holding 2 championships.
Well, I'm not going to dispute that, my friend. No pun intended. The Undisputed Era will somehow retain this title. I think it's a big night for Adam Cole. I'm not going to reveal my ladder match North American winner yet, but the mailman selects for the WWE NXT Tag Team Championship. The Undisputed Era will somehow retain. It'll be a wild match. This is a great send-off for the Authors of Pain. You'll get probably some awesome false finishes. I want to see Roderick Strong get a belt. It just hasn't happened for him yet. Pete Dunne, they might start to maybe break up at this point. You think go
Yeah, I don't think it's a tag team that's going to go the distance.
Yeah, so Undisputed Era for both of us in the mailbox. I'll jot that down here. Before I go any farther, there will be a show or a pre-match on NXT. Kairi Sane takes on Lacey Evans. Do you want to include this? It'll be taped for next week on NXT. They announced that on the last show. Kairi Sane, I think they have high hopes for Lacey Evans, the former Marine. I'm not sure I like her gimmick. I've said that before, but you think she could shock Kairi Sane? Kairi Sane was the Mae Young Classic winner.
They were trying to faction with her NXT house shows. I think with Wesley Blake, Gunner, the former TNA guy, and somebody else's name who I cannot pronounce it.
Oh, so you think they
look like sort of Sons of Anarchy rip-off type.
Oh, yeah. I haven't seen that yet. Must be on the house show.
Maybe sort of a version of what the 80s and 80s was in TNA.
Guys, anybody watching, let us know how the audio is. I don't have a microphone here. If you can't hear us too well, I would love to hear your thoughts. But make a pick for that match just for the heck of it.
Are we including this? Or?
Yeah, we'll include it. Kairi Sane versus Lacey Evans. I'll go Sane. How's that?
I'll go Lacey.
RATBOY goes Lacey Evans. All right. I just wanted to get that one out of the way. So not to go far off on the beaten path here, but we'll bring up the Women's Championship next.
The Women's Championship.
NXT Women's Championship, a singles match. You've got the incumbent champion, Ember Moon. She's had a pretty decent reign. She's taken on the former MMA standout, Shayna Baszler, the badass from North Dakota.
She is bad.
She is the Queen of Spades. I'm not going to lie to you. I think this is a perfect title change. Their first bout was great. I love the way they ended that finish where Baszler was basically submitting Ember, but Ember got the pin because Shayna's shoulders were down. What was that? NXT Philadelphia, right?
That's the one.
Very good.
The Rumble.
Very good match in my opinion.
Great weekend of wrestling.
Yeah. I'm not going to dwell on it too much. I am going with and new NXT champion for the women, Shayna Baszler. I think she makes Ember submit this time. It'll be a bust-ass match. Thoughts? Ember Moon could be a call-up, I would think. She's ready for the main roster. She was already in the Rumble.
She's ready, but she's not going there just yet.
Not yet?
Not yet. Ember Moon to return.
Ember Moon. All right, jot that down.
I still get the impression that she's owed something for the 2 defeats to Asuka last year. I kind of think that'll be a payback. Still think she needs to be put a bit more over as the face of the women's division in NXT.
Guys,
I can see Ember Moon losing it at TakeOver Brooklyn, and similar to what Bobby Roode and Bayley have done in last years coming up. They'll bring a few up after SummerSlam.
Is there going to be a show before Brooklyn?
Say
You think they're going to have an NXT show before Brooklyn, don't you think?
Let's take over Brooklyn.
Well, no, I think that aren't they going to Chicago for Money in the Bank?
Yeah, they've got one of them, yeah.
I bet you there's going to be a takeover before Brooklyn.
Oh, yeah, there is. It's 5.
Oh, okay. Awesome.
Sure.
Guys, what do you think? Give us some I know we got a viewer. Hit us up with your comments. I got the chat up. Give us your picks. You can put them in the comments. I'm ready to read them. Give us what you think. We're just a couple of marks giving our predictions. But I've got 2 viewers now. Are you one of them?
Might be one of them.
All right, we'll move on. I've got the ladder match for the inaugural NXT North American Championship.
This is a tough one.
I've got that.
This is a tough one.
At number 3, I think this is going to be in the middle of the card.
Yep.
Like I said, it's going to be Adam Cole, baby. EC3 debut. Are you surprised, first of all, they kept his name?
don't know how they do that, really. But he's another example of a guy who it didn't work out for him. He gone out, reinvented himself, some Drew McIntyre.
Yeah.
And he's arguably one of the most over guys in NXT right now.
There's another name, Drew McIntyre. I think he's healthy. Maybe he has something to say with the NXT
Drew
Championship.
McIntyre is as healthy as a horse.
Yeah.
He
had what did he have?
It's his shoulder blow against Andrade Cien. Wait until
it was a bicep. I believe.
Wait until the night after Mania.
Night after Mania.
2 nights after Mania.
All right.
Depending on which direction they go.
The Chosen One. That'll be great to see. I wouldn't be shocked to see him at all show up here Mania weekend. But we got the ladder match, like I said, EC3, Adam Cole, baby, Killian Dane, Lars Sullivan versus Ricochet's debut and the Velveteen Dream. This one was so tough to pick, dude. I kind of went against what I want. I'm a big Velveteen Dream guy.
If I may interject, it is TakeOver Chicago on June the 16th.
All right, June 16th is the next
NXT. That is the night before Money in the Bank.
All right, that's what I thought.
Going back to Chicago.
So maybe
similar to was it Chicago last
year? Yeah,
year?
Chicago. That's a great site to have an NXT TakeOver. But back to the ladder match. I'm not gonna lie. I don't want him to win, but I think this guy is a pure heel, and there's so many people I can see winning this belt. This is my first shocker of the weekend. I think EC3 somehow comes up with this belt. There's my pick. I want Velveteen Dream to snag it. I can see Adam Cole easily taking it, plus the tag team championship. Ricochet in his debut is going to be phenomenal. I just don't see him getting it yet. Lars, a big man, will look great. Killian Dane, a big man. I think they have amazing spots for a ladder match. It's going to be scary. Is there anybody else I missed? Nah, I mean, my heart says Velveteen Dream, but my brain says EC3 because I think this guy's going to kind of carry this secondary belt for a while. It'll be interesting to see. Thoughts on this match, RATBOY?
This is the most tough one to pick for me, as far as I'm concerned, maybe my weekend. However, my desire to fantasy book must be tossed out of the window. And against my better instincts, I'm going to go EC3.
All right, so we agree there.
The guy's just a pure, cocky, arrogant heel. He plays it well. He lives it well. He is the perfect guy to become the inaugural first ever North American NXT champion. He's the guy.
Insane, crazy spots, you think, like Hardy Boys?
I think Ricochet will steal the show.
Ricochet will. Did you see the workout videos of this guy?
Crazy. On
the beach, this guy does backflip burpees. I was joking on my Facebook the other day. I was going to start training like that to lose some weight when I get back. But
also, watch out for the big guys. Watch out for Lars Sullivan, Killian Dane especially. He showed what he could do at War Games.
You know Vince McMahon is like salivating at Lars Sullivan. I mean, that guy. And Killian Dane, he was in the
Killian Dane is a heavyweight, which moves around like a cruiserweight.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
He could use a good shaving on his back, but...
No. Keep the back.
Georgie Animal still throwback, but
keep the back.
Anybody got comments here? Tim Kelly, will RATBOY be taking out Buddy Murphy? In case you guys don't know what the heck we're talking about, Buddy Murphy, Alexa Bliss. This is the big Alexa Bliss fanboy. Tim Kelly is a Alexa Bliss fanboy. Tim hates Buddy Murphy. Buddy Murphy at 205 Live standout now. Ryan got a picture, a selfie with him on by the Sheridan the other day. There it is, the best kept secret. We got 4 viewers. This is the most viewers I've ever had. Thanks for joining us. Send us your pics, comments. But Tim wants to know what are your thoughts? You're a Buddy Murphy fan.
I was a Buddy Murphy detractor at first.
A detractor.
So envious the son of a bitch. He's talented as all.
Yeah, he had a great match against.
The match with Kalisto
the other night.
It's arguably the best match ever in 205 Live. Not that
205 Live is not a show to scoff at.
205 Live has now become more wrestling driven as opposed to character driven. So credit to Trips since he's taking control. Look at the difference since Trips has taken control.
Yeah.
I don't know if he gets too much credit for NXT before, but 205 Live is now watchable.
Yeah, it's Buddy Murphy's a hell of an athlete.
But,
do you think he's really under 205 though? This guy, they always say he's like $199 by now. But that guy's
last he was about
he doesn't
199.4 pounds. I'll mark out and believe that he is.
You think he is?
I'm going to
Okay.
mark out and believe.
Well, he's lean, but he's bigger than me, and no joke. I got body. I'm a fat guy, but
he's already won
he's
the
tall,
lottery,
man.
so
The 205 Live moniker, even Cedric Alexander. I wonder if that guy's really 205.
I mean,
A lot of muscle, man.
my great is that this match, maybe I know the pre-show. I appreciate it gets a lot of viewers. It gets good exposure. But, I was wishing this was the one match. I thought this needs to be on the main show.
Yeah. Well, we'll get to that in a second. But so we both go with EC3, and Tim, thanks for the comments. Keep them coming, guys. All right. I forgot what you said. I'm going with the NXT Championship not going last. What did you say? That it is going last?
I want to be right. I predicted the unsanctioned match to go last because it's been a great build-up to Master Champion. But sometimes, the show stealer, especially at Mania, the show stealer doesn't have to be last, really, does it?
No, it doesn't have to be last.
Against my better instincts.
It could be first.
That's an interesting.
I don't think it is, but what do you leave us at your comments? What do you have going on last for NXT TakeOver? I'm going to say it's the unsanctioned match.
Unsanctioned. I want to be.
You're gonna go with the
I want it to be
unsanctioned.
unsanctioned.
Well, since we're going to go that way, we will talk about the NXT Championship. It's Andrade Cien Almas, El Idolo. I'm more of a Naito guy. I like his, but Los Ingobernables down there at CMLL. He is the NXT champion with Selena Vega. Outstanding. Those guys are ready for WWE main roster. Excellent pairing. That is revitalized CN. He is the champion. He is taking on Aleister Black, the badass from Holland or Netherlands, right?
Yep.
Holland, yeah.
Tommy End.
He's really only had one loss. It was his opening match at Neville in your home of Blackpool, England, for the UK Championship. They
sweep that under the rug.
Yeah, that was swept under the rug. But
that's like us saying Oscar isn't undefeated because she did win that battle. Remember the
Yeah,
Battle
that's
Royale
right,
in
yeah.
2016?
I forgot about that.
Which Carmella won to face Bayley.
Yeah. So that is the match.
It's WWE, man. They make up
I
all
know.
history.
But Aleister Black, technically, Johnny Gargano beat him too in that fatal 5-way, right? That was before.
He didn't eat the pin, so
Yeah,
again, they're not really hyping this streak as much as Asuka.
yeah. Anyways, Black, does he graduate or does he get this championship? That's the question. I think it'll be they had the match last year at NXT TakeOver Orlando. I was there in attendance, as were you. Pretty good debut. That was Aleister Black's debut. Technical debut.
Great entrance.
Great entrance. I love CN's theme music. We've played that a few times, but should be a great match. What are your picks?
I'll let you go first on this one.
All right. This one was tough for me, man, because I could see it either way. I'm just going to say because Cien Almas is ready. He was in the Royal Rumble. He's going to graduate up to the main roster. So you got to put the black belt on Aleister Black. There's going to be a black mass sighting. God help Cien Almas. I think it'll be a great match. It's going to be tough to say what the match of the night is going to be. This could be very well it. Aleister Black is in the mailbox. What say you, my friend? All right. Retaining.
Andrade Cien Almas for the cause.
We got a plane flying over us.
Plane.
Hopefully our audio is good. let us know in the comments if you're live. If we're not sounding too loud, I can't tell. I don't want to wake everybody up in case they're still sleeping for last night's
Cien Almas to retain.
drunken excursions. Cien Almas.
Cien Almas. It sort of comes full circle because obviously we fought in Orlando.
Yeah.
At the Amway, which I must say, which was a delightful arena to watch.
Yeah, that was a great arena.
That was a great arena. I can imagine. But no, I think Cien takes this all the way to Brooklyn. The partnership with him and Selena Vega.
So you got him down there a while.
Who is a fantastic heel manager.
She's the greatest.
She's a fantastic heel manager.
My brother-in-law, Dave, he doesn't really watch the product, but he knows Selena. Very good-looking woman.
Selena.
Is he still with Austin Aries?
Who's that?
Selena. They were dating for a while. They were together.
From what I gather,
so much.
He's not with the Belt Collector.
Yeah, the Belt Collector is coming to Defy in Northwest after Mania. I'm going to be there. He's taking on Shane Swerve Strickland. I'm very excited about that. Just a cheap plug there for Defy. Very good independent wrestling organization. If you're out there in Seattle, got to go check that out. April 13th, Defy Vibes from Washington Hall. Austin Aries, the Bone Collector. Big shout out there to Defy Wrestling. But should be a bust-ass match. You go Cien, I say Alistair. And that brings us to the main event, in our opinion. The unsanctioned match between the former tag team partners of DIY. These guys had a killer match at the Cruiserweight Classic tournament. Johnny Gargano, Johnny Wrestling, who is currently out of NXT because he lost to Aleister Black. He agreed to put his NXT career up against the NXT title, and he ended up losing to Cien Almas for what, the third straight time? Or was it the fourth? Fourth. I can't remember. Yeah, they've had some great series of matches, but and then Tommaso Ciampa, back from injury, he had a knee injury. TakeOver Chicago, when they were a tag team champ, he fought with a busted up MCL, right?
That's correct.
ACL. Do you think he's 100%? He's still walking around with a crutch. He looks pretty good.
I think he's 100%.
Yeah.
I think he's trolling us all.
So if Gargano wins, he's reinstated back in the NXT. A loss and he's banned. So you could see him losing. Do you think he's 205 Live bound, or is he WWE main roster?
My fear is that they'll put him in 205 Live, but this guy's got main roster in all over.
Yeah, he's a star. He's an up-and-coming Daniel Bryan type.
Daniel Bryan versus Johnny Gargano.
You want me to go first with my pick?
You go first.
First of all, this is the second. I have two anticipated matches for the whole weekend. Granted, I'm not going to see Cody Rhodes versus Kenny Omega, but even if I was, that's third on my roster. I know Tim's going to be mad at that. But Shinsuke versus AJ for WrestleMania. And this match, the unsanctioned match, is the two matches I'm looking forward to most.
Yeah.
You know what? It's got to be. Johnny's had some hard luck. Johnny Wrestling somehow gets the victory. There's going to be a lot of the signs out. It's going to be an electric atmosphere. This is definitely going last, in my opinion. Johnny Wrestling. Johnny Gargano gets the billing. I am looking forward to this. Do we have any other comments here? Your picks.
Very tough match. Great build. However, when I was younger, I got a job at Toys R Us. I told my manager at the time I was saving up money for wrestling school.
Exactly.
And he laughed at me. Who is laughing now? Tommaso Ciampa beats Johnny Gargano.
Wow. Yeah.
NXT.
If you don't,
New Orleans.
If you don't know what Ryan's talking about, on the Ciampa's Twitter, this guy has been tremendous, a tremendous heel. He used to work at Toys R Us. Is going out of business, unfortunately. That was one of the greatest tweets of the year. So he healed on Toys R Us.
The best.
And then he said his manager used to make fun of him for dreaming to be a pro wrestler. One of the best tweets ever. But you've got Tommaso Ciampa.
Tommaso Ciampa.
The Psycho Killer. I could very well see it.
Sicilian psychopath.
Better yet, okay, I got Gargano winning. Do we see that NXT logo coming up? And you thinking the show's over somehow? Like, the match will be over, but
I think Johnny Gargano will get a big pop at the end.
He gets the pop this time.
He'll get the pop.
A send-off, though.
Yeah, I don't think it'll end with Ciampa winning. I think when the lights go out, though, it'll be Johnny Gargano getting the standing ovation.
Yeah, kind of like Sami Zayn when he lost to Shinsuke.
Yeah.
So.
But I do feel as if it's time to move Johnny Gargano. And as much as I think 205 Live's progressing, putting him on 205 Live would be a criminal shame.
Hey, you need some shades, man? The sun is out. I'm
trying to get a tan on top of my head.
Yeah. And I apologize for any. We are in a public setting, so it's like we got some background chatter. So.
And I'm not just picking Tommaso Ciampa because I'm bald either.
There you go. Hey, bald is beautiful, baby.
Bald is beautiful.
So. That pretty much covers it for NXT TakeOver New Orleans. Do you like the soundtrack music this time? I usually pick some cool music for the show.
You'll never beat when Fozzy did Judas.
Fozzy? Yeah. I'm going to see Chris Jericho on the Jericho Cruise this October.
I know. I'm already jealous of you.
Yeah. Me and Tim Kelly and my wife, we're going to make the list. So
respect to you all for that.
Sir.
Oh, that's cool.
Cheers, baby.
Have a great time, Tim
and
Mrs. Milstead.
Yeah.
Respect to that.
Yeah, the family's on a horse and buggy tour right now. They're riding throughout the French market.
Be safe out there, guys.
Cheers. All right. French Quarter, the St. Philip Street. We got onlookers. We don't really have an audience here, but that's pretty cool. Guys, if you're watching, give us your picks in the comments. I can read them. Tim is at work. I know that. Still got one viewer, but that covers it for NXT. Let's go on to the big show, WrestleMania 34 at the Superdome. What do you think the attendance is going to be? We're not going to include this in our picks, but I believe it was 75,000 at WrestleMania last time. I was a part of that one. That was a great.
I was a part of
WrestleMania
on the network. So
yeah, that was the first year the network was out.
First pay-per-view of the network.
Yeah.
First pay-per-view of the network.
So first of all, on a scale of 1 to 10, how excited are you for this card? It is a great card. I'm a 9 out of 10. Man.
A lot of people say it's a 10 out of 10 card with a 1 out of 10 build.
1 out of 10 build up, I can get with that. Yeah.
Ironically, I'm more excited to see, for a couple of things. Braun Strowman's partner. I think the build-up to Cena versus Undertaker without Undertaker actually making an appearance until Mania is good. Otherwise, I guess I'll be sitting next to Cena in the crowd like you promised.
Yeah, maybe Cena is one of the 75,000 that are there. We'll see. I'll get to my prediction on that here in a minute. But let's cut to the chase. Let's go to the pre-show. They've announced 3 matches for the pre-show. Much to our dismay, the 205 Live Cruiserweight Championship. From the tournament, Drake Maverick has the general manager there has set up perfectly. I've enjoyed Drake Maverick, the former Spud, Rockstar Spud. I enjoy his hype of these talents. We met a couple last night at the Lafitte's. I met Mark Andrews. Go see my Instagram for that. Thanks for the picture, by the way.
You're always welcome, man.
You guys met Pete Dunne. I was afraid he was going to kick my ass, but he stayed in character. Tyler Bate was there. We discussed this earlier, but Trent Seven, great time. But the Cruiserweight Championship is what I'm pegging to go first, just like last year. We've got Cedric Alexander, who had a phenomenal original Cruiserweight Championship. He's never held that strap. He's taken on Mustafa Ali, also never held that strap, who's had a phenomenal career down there. former police officer from Chicago. These two are pretty much building the division. I think it's the proper two. I predicted that right. I'll cut to the chase. I think it's Cedric Alexander's time. The guy finally wins it on the big stage. Cedric Alexander gets my vote to open off a hot opener. I think the show starts at 2:30. The building opens at 2:30. The Superdome. This match will kick it off. Hopefully, there's enough people in the building by then because I think they deserve it. I mean, they could hold this off to maybe the third match on the pre-show. There's 2 Battle Royals as well on the pre-show. The Andre the Giant Memorial Battle Royal and the Women's Battle Royal.
I think they can hold the matches off to the third hour.
Yeah.
Because none of them are ever that long.
So, yeah, the pre-show is 2 hours. It could, yeah, there'll be enough people in the building.
Cruiserweight bout needs at least 15 minutes. Though.
Yeah. Give them their time. Who's your pick?
Cedric Alexander.
Cedric Alexander.
I think he goes back to the Cruiserweight Classic when he was crazy over. And, he received the sign him up chance.
Yeah, Triple H was out there.
But that's always a big nod for him. They're a very smart-centric crowd.
Yeah.
I'm digging Mustafa Ali, though.
So you're going Ali?
No. I'm digging.
Oh, he's digging.
Okay.
Okay.
Make a great heel. I think the credit more than anybody goes to Rockstar Spud. The way he's built this. If you saw the promo the other day,
Mark Wood has chimed in. Mark Wood has chimed in. He says Cedric. So there's 3 for 3.
3 for 3.
Oh yeah, I know my cousin Zach. Did he chime in on my phone? He doesn't watch NXT, so he might have not watched our NXT portion. He was probably waiting for the WrestleMania portion. But Zach, if you're there, we're on to WrestleMania. So Mark Wood has chimed in. Thanks for joining us, Mark. Cedric Alexander is his choice. Then we got, I'll just say let's go with the Women's Battle Royal. The inaugural, it was supposed to be Fabulous Moolah. They took that name away.
Change that.
We talked about that our last show. We won't expand on that. Now the trophy. What do you think of the trophy? It looks like a giant. I hate to say this, but it looks like a giant uterus.
Trophy is
that trophy's the shits.
Visually horrific.
Yeah.
I've got nothing complimentary to say about the trophy.
Yeah, the trophy is terrible. It was probably like maybe a slap to the face to everybody that complained about the Moolah sculpting. Was probably so much time put into it. By the way, you can see all these trophies at Access. That's pretty cool. But they probably just said, we don't have enough time to change anything, and they made this, like, fallopian tube. I can't wait to see what the winner does. Do they pick it up like this, or it's a big trophy, but I don't even know where to start for this. Who knows who's in it? They haven't announced everybody. You got to think there's NXT gals involved. Like, we haven't seen Iconic for a while, the Aussies.
Well, they've been getting their jobs done, haven't they?
That's what I heard.
That's literally what they've been having done.
Yeah.
I'm not even mad.
I'm not mad either. There's going to be a lot of maybe some throwback wrestlers from the Rumble included in this thing. They never said how many people are included. Just on that, I'm going to go, and this is where Sasha Banks and Bayley, you're going to see them continue their feud. Unfortunately, they don't have a singles match on the WrestleMania card. There's so many matches they couldn't. I mean, this would have been one that might have benefited being on there, but it's going to be thrown into the inaugural Women's Rumble or Battle Royal. And you got to think maybe they take each other out.
Yeah.
I'm just going to play it safe on this one. I'm going to say the last kicker, Becky Lynch. She's my favorite. What a beautiful woman. I'm going to go the safe route. It might be a new up-and-comer. Do you have any idea who takes this one? It's like a crapshoot. It's like picking out of a hat. I'm already considering I lost this one.
Another tough one. One half of the Iconic duo.
Audio is going well, says Badass Cage. I don't know who that is.
It is a great name.
That is awesome. Thank you for joining us.
Hats off to them, man.
Yeah, man. I appreciate you just joining a couple of fans talking wrestling. I appreciate you watching. Badass Cage. Give us your picks, man. Unless he's being sarcastic. I don't know. Hopefully our audio is good. Badass Cage. I don't know who that is.
Great name.
Shout out to you just for joining us. So, your pick?
One half of the iconic duo.
One half of the iconic duo.
One half of the iconic duo.
All right.
Billy Kay.
He's going Billy
Kay.
Kay. Wow.
I've swerved myself with this one.
All right. She spells her name K-A-Y, right?
Yeah, I definitely think there's a feud between these two at some point.
Oh, you think they split up?
At some point, yeah, and not quite yet. I think I'll go to the main roster first. This is great to elevate the main roster. You do sort of get the impression that Peyton Royce is being pushed more by the company.
Badass Cage.
She was in the Fatal 4-Way match at War Games.
Yeah, that was she did quite well on that.
She seems to be a lot more over with the crowd.
Yeah, I remember we actually thought she might have slipped a fast one and would have won that.
Yeah. So I just think this is a good way to get Billy Kay over.
Yeah.
As much as Peyton Royce and elevate them to the main roster. So I'll stick with Billy Kay.
All right. Badass Cage, he says Becky Lynch as well. So shout out to him. Yeah, if you want to comment, feed us in your picks. I'm reading some chats here. Becky Lynch is the safe pick for most of us. Billy Kay for the Rat Boy.
Okay.
All right, so and that's the men's battle royal on the pre-show, the Andre the Giant Memorial Battle Royal. On my DVR, April the 10th on HBO, the Andre the Giant documentary. Rave reviews from people that have seen the premiere already.
Oh yeah.
Don't forget, April the 10th. If you got HBO, I'm sure that's going to be probably. Do you get HBO over there?
I think we've got an on-demand service.
On demand.
We've got a channel called Sky Atlantic, which usually filters through all the HBO stuff.
It'll be fantastic. I think Bill Simmons produced it, from what I read, and a lot of people that know a lot about Andre the Giant have said they saw stuff that they didn't even know about him. So, looking forward to that. That's something. My wife's not a wrestling fan. That's the stuff she likes to watch. So, April the 10th, the Andre the Giant documentary. But we'll go to the Andre the Giant Memorial Battle Royal. This is supposed to elevate people. There's a lot of sun in here. Hopefully, the sun's not affecting viewership, but hopefully it's creeping in here. But Andre the Giant Memorial Battle Royal is supposed to elevate a lot of these winners. Past winners have been Cesaro. That was the last time here at the Superdome. You had Big Show in WrestleMania 31. In Dallas, it was Baron Corbin. And then last year in Orlando, it was Mojo Rawley. I really can't say it's really done a great job. Yeah, it should be something awarded to, maybe award these guys winning it, a championship match, you know? I think that'd be something cool. If these guys win it, they should get an automatic title shot or something.
Well, Spade is filling.
Yeah. The trophies.
Nothing for Cesaro, nothing for Big Show, nothing for Corbin, nothing for Mojo.
Yeah.
They buried it the year they started to put it on the pre-show. When Big Show went in Santa Career at 31.
Yeah, it's been on the pre-show, twice?
Yeah. Too many jobbers, too much filler, hasn't elevated anybody.
Well, it's going to be on the pre-show a third time.
Even with the publicity they're giving the Andre documentary this year, I thought they put it on the main roster.
Yeah. I thought for sure that one was going to be on the main card as well.
To be honest, it's only relevant who wins it when that person gets a serious push from it. Because as of now, it's done nothing for no one.
So, without going too much farther, this is where I have a returning star coming back to win it. And I think he's going to be a babyface. He left us as a heel with the Enzo Amore ending. A lot of people were thinking maybe this guy comes back after the weekend. There's another guy that's been cleared. He was cleared the same day as Daniel Bryan. And he's big. Bigger than life. You guys saw him on the street the other day. It's not soft. It's big. Big Cass. is coming back to win the Andre the Giant Memorial Battle Royal. And he's coming back to make a statement, guys. I think we might have some bad video here. Well, I think they can see us. Let us know if you can't see us now. Nick Reedy has joined us. He says the last kicker for the women. Mark Wood says Carrie Hojo. Carrie Sane? I think that's her real name. Mark Wood. Good pick. But we're on the Andre the Giant Memorial Battle Royal. I say Big Cass takes it. RATBOY, the floor is yours. We might have to move into some shade. I don't know. Hopefully you guys can see us.
The best kept secret.
The best kept secret
Is out.
Holy
Buddy
smokes.
Murphy.
Wow.
I think this is an impulse choice.
They're going to put some 205 lives, guys. Lives.
I think this is an impulse choice.
Impulse.
They'll put the division over. They'll put the brand over. I think they've seen the deserved recognition he got from his match on Tuesday.
Hey, let's shift the video over to here. Okay. I just want to be able to see. 1 second, guys. Let's take a time out. There we go. I think they can see us better now. So go ahead, explain. As we shift, the sun is not a bad thing though. I think they can see us now. Sorry about that, guys.
Buddy Murphy.
Buddy Murphy, the best kept secret.
Division over. I think it's an impulse decision based on his match on Tuesday. I think it's a good way to elevate the star. And one thing I will mention, it doesn't help to be the boyfriend, fiance of Alexa Bliss.
Alexa Bliss.
Who is crazy over the company held in such high regard. So it doesn't kill him for that association. If anything, it'll work as a benefactor. But I'll take the best kept secret.
Mark Wood says, you are right. Or he was probably talking about Carrie Hojo. But Mark Wood, what are your thoughts? Give us an Andre the Giant Memorial Battle Royal winner. All right. So we'll move on to the main card. As I shift here. Oh, that's good. What do you have opening the show?
Second?
What do you have opening the show? I went out of the blue and picked Daniel Bryan SmackDown. Shane O'Mac.
The opener, somebody has to pop the crowd.
It's going to be Daniel Bryan.
It's always got to be the face who comes out first. Somebody's got to pop the crowd.
I'm glad you don't have any dog shit on your shoe, by the way.
Right? No, I'm sure there's plenty out there.
Give us your comments. What do you have opening the WrestleMania card? I am going with Daniel Bryan, Shane McMahon versus Kevin Owens, Sami Zayn. If Kevin Owens, Sami Zayn lose, they remain fired. If they win, they are reinstated. Kind of like the NXT. Do you have a problem with that? That they have kind of similar storylines?
I think it's a bit lazy booking.
It's a little bit lazy, but
then again, maybe in its execution it'll work out. So let's give it room to breathe.
Yeah. We'll start off with this match. Because you're going to get a huge pop from the Yes Movement. Daniel Bryan is back. His first match since being cleared just recently from concussions. Probably the greatest news I've ever seen. We've experienced so many wrestlers passing away that this is like the exact opposite. And it just feels like it breathes a whole new breath of fresh air into the WWE universe. And I think this is going to be just one of the most exciting parts of the weekend. Daniel Bryan coming out in his gear. And the guy looked awesome taking his first bumps in like 2 years.
Oh, yeah.
So, obviously,
bumping away like a son.
This is a no-brainer for me, though. A lot of I know I listened to Justin LaBar. He thinks the WWE Championship, Shinsuke Nakamura, AJ Styles opens the show. I'm not agreeing with that, but I think
can't go on last, go on first.
Yeah, I don't think it'll be last either, but this seems like a perfect opener to me. Give us your winner.
Kevin and Son.
He's really ruining my day here by saying that. Oh, that'd be a downer to start off the show.
Exactly.
Debbie
Downer.
A Debbie Downer to start WrestleMania 34.
Debbie Downer. Well, not to start WrestleMania 34.
You don't have it starting.
No.
Okay.
No.
We're just going on the mailman's order.
The first man to come out will be Seth Rollins to start off with the Intercontinental Championship.
That's what RATBOY thinks. Okay.
Seth Rollins to enter first.
But all right.
I think he'll get a good 15 minutes from that match.
Let's just say this match does start. I think it's a no-brainer. I think it's a no-brainer no matter what anyways. Daniel Bryan, Shane O'Mac, KO, and Sami Zayn remain fired. There's a superstar shakeup coming up. I think eventually they go back to Raw. They're probably going to be hired by the McMahons. The sun is creeping in again, but we might have to shift the computer this way now. But D-Bry, there's no way he's losing his comeback match.
There's always
a way. Yes.
There's always a way.
All right. So you say KO. Cammy.
Best friends.
Sami Zayn's been a terrific heel. I have enjoyed him a lot. Shane O'Mac for me, with diverticulitis. How are your thoughts on that? He's wrestling after being diagnosed with
respect.
Tremendous respect. I mean, he was on the show the other night. He looked good. He looked fine.
He is a spotlight. He don't even.
Yeah.
He has got the worst punches in all of wrestling.
Worst punches maybe in all-time history for wrestling.
Mojo.
Give us your thoughts in the comments. We'll read them. So we'll move on. I have next the Raw Tag Team Championship, and this is where our wild card pick is. Who is Braun Strowman's partner going to be? Braun Strowman entered himself in that Tag Team Battle Royal where he wins as himself. He is taking on the Raw Tag Team Champions of Sheamus and Cesaro, The Bar. We don't just set the bar. We are the bar, fella. By the way, we're missing you, Rory Barr. You should be here with us. We're going to debut on the small package, but hopefully you're not too badly hungover. Get well, buddy. We'll see you tonight. But The Bar, Sheamus Cesaro versus Braun Strowman and the mystery opponent. Do we get a mystery opponent? I think we do. There's so many to choose from. I mean, I've heard rumors from Hulk Hogan to that little pipsqueak James Ellsworth. Any man with a fighting chance. Any man with two hands has a fighting chance. I don't see that happening, but that would be funny as hell. I went with a long shot. And, of course, you got Big Show and Kane. They have history with Braun Strowman. First of all, who is your mystery partner? We got Samoa Joe out there. Who else?
Actually, just ruin the suspense.
Oh, shit. Well, go ahead, buddy.
I'm sticking with Samoa Joe.
Samoa Joe is his mystery partner.
They kept us in the dark. They've not been referenced in several months.
I'm going to be the Debbie Downer here. I don't think it's a huge pop. But this guy is just, from what I heard, signed a new deal. And he looks in great shape. We thought he was hanging up the boots. I am going Big Show as his tag team partner. My long shot, for some reason, I think Goldberg finds its way on this card. But I also have these guys winning the titles. You're going to catch me in the record. But Strowman has had one of the best years in wrestling. The guy's going to get a win on the card.
This scenario doesn't make sense.
It doesn't make sense. But
why have him have a great program with Roman Reigns, matches with Brock Lesnar, Samoa Joe, and I'm not discrediting Sheamus and Cesaro either. I think a tremendous work is going on. To have him in a tag team match at Mania seemed rather underselling him a bit.
So who
especially
do you have?
after they went to all the effort of booking him.
So you have Samoa Joe.
Samoa Joe.
And your winners?
Yeah, Braun and Joe.
Braun and Joe.
We're a fan of random partnerships. They're not afraid to do that.
I'll go with Braun and Joe. But my wild card, Goldberg, somehow makes his way on this card. So,
I think
do you think people can see us? Shoot, I'm fighting with the sun, but
I think as my wild card, I'm going to go for Gangrel.
Gangrel.
Gangrel, that's my wild card.
That's your wild card? Okay. Gangrel. My wild card is Goldberg. All right, that'll brings us to the Fatal 4-Way. It's the United States Championship. We've got the incumbent champion, Randy Orton, the Viper. He has completed his Grand Slam Championship. It's been not very... What do you think of Randy?
What do I think of Blandy Borton?
Blandy. Hold on, let me read some comments here. We've got Mark says it's pretty sunny, so we've shifted a little bit. Nick Reedy has joined us. He says Rey Mysterio. I don't think Rey's cleared yet. He was supposed to be on that Strong Style Evolved card to take on Jushin Thunder Liger. I don't think he's ready yet, Nick, but it'd be something to see. Badass K. I wish it was James Ellsworth. Thank you, Badass Cage. What if Big Cass is Braun's mystery partner? Oh, that could be a good possibility as well. I picked him to win the Battle Royal. That could be easily the situation. Rusev is my pick because it's Rusev Mania. And Mark Wood says Dolph Ziggler. Ziggler, I think, is in the Battle Royal. But we'll see. Back to the Fatal 4-Way. We've got Randy Orton, Rusev Day, Bobby the Glorious, Bobby Roode, and Jinder Mahal. God, I went a couple of ways here. Go ahead with your pick.
Rusev Day.
How can you wear this shirt and not pick Rusev?
All day long.
Yeah, all day long.
I think there's a reason that they've added him in this late.
Yeah, guy.
Even Vince McMahon can't be stubborn to his popularity. You do get the feeling there are some people backstage who aren't quite around the guy.
That guy.
Give the guy the pop him and this great gimmick deserve.
That guy definitely made this match better.
The United States Championship.
Oh,
no, it's Rusev.
Can you give us this singing?
Not quite now. My voice is still a little bit choked up.
Right, he's got laryngitis, guys.
Keep following the mailman. All right. And this week, I shall deliver.
How about I do it?
Hey?
My pick is it's Rusev Day. You can't have him in this match and not have a WrestleMania moment. I think he gets the what's his move? The Accolade?
Yeah.
I think he gets it in on Jinder.
I'd like to see him get it in on Randy.
You think he gets it on Randy?
Or Blandy. Blandy Borton. So
let's take a look at anybody else for the U.S. title. Rusev by Badass Cage. Thank you once again for joining us. So, okay, we'll move on. We got a lot to get to here. Usos, the New Day, and the Bludgeon Brothers. The Usos, this is for the SmackDown Tag Team Championships. Are you surprised they didn't include Benjamin and Gable?
I'm not sure.
Yeah.
I think they gave him a good role on SmackDown by letting them face AJ and Shinsuke. But I don't know, two talented guys again come over to the Battle Royal.
They'll be in the Battle Royal, yeah. What do you think of the Usos? Finally, they've been there 10 years.
Finally on the main.
Finally on the main card.
On the main card as a tag team. They've had to wait too long, but the Usos were a perfect example of recreating itself to save your career.
Yeah.
No, I think the hell out of Jimmy.
Yeah.
That tag team Hell in a Cell match is one of the finest matches I've ever watched.
Yeah, the Usos, New Day never disappoint. Unfortunately, the last match got interrupted by the Bludgeon Brothers. The Bludgeon Brothers are on a tear, beating everybody. As much as I think the Bludgeon Brothers, I love Luke Harper. I love Eric Rowan. You can't have a title change hands in every match. This is one I see the Usos. they were one of my tag teams of the year. From the Millies, it's all day Usos. They're going to retain. A very interesting match. Do you think they get enough time with all? Like you can say about any match, but
I can only see them getting 10 minutes.
10 minutes, high flying.
It's a long minute.
Yeah. So we both go Usos.
Day one is H.
All right. What are your thoughts? Hit us up in the comments. I will read them. Looking forward to that. Next up, I have the Intercontinental Triple Threat match. You have one of the longest reigning Intercontinental champions of all time. He just had a baby girl. The Miz, one of the best heels in wrestling, taking on Balor Club, Finn Balor, and then Seth freaking Rollins. Should be a quick kick-ass match. I have it in the middle of the card. I could see this being a show stealer. I went back and forth, but like I said, I don't see every title changing hands. The Miz is just perfect for that Intercontinental Championship. I think he's already advertised for that Greatest Royal Rumble.
If I may just interrupt, though, I see you crudely predicted that in the kickoff show.
I told you that.
Women's Championship match.
I said that.
This is obviously not an updated list.
No. We're going. He's mad that I put Alexa Bliss and Nia Jax.
Very fine yellow paper. Don't get me wrong.
Yeah.
I'm not down with that.
He's not down with that ish. Mark has Braun and Brains. He has him just being a tag team. But Nick Reedy's going Finn Balor in this match. Badass Cage. He loves the Usos, but he's going to pick the Bludgeon Brothers. So
great team.
Good pick. Keep their undefeated streak, I guess you could say, alive.
How many people do we need with a damn undefeated streak?
Yeah, I know. But I don't know. Back to the card, though. This Intercontinental title match. I think it's going to be phenomenal. These guys get 20 minutes. But The Miz lost it, what was it, WrestleMania 32 to Zack Ryder in the ladder match. This isn't a ladder match, right? Yeah, it's just a triple threat. The Miz, I think, advertised for that Greatest Royal Rumble as the champ. He's going after a record. I believe Pedro Morales has held the Intercontinental Championship. I think he retains because he's The Miz and he is awesome. He's got a show coming out, too. I don't think he can take the strap off The Miz. I think Seth Rollins will be part of the brand swap. Look for Seth to go to SmackDown. Although you could say that about Finn Balor as well. Finn is, or maybe they both go. I think Finn dressing up a blue Smurf the last few shows. Finn and Seth had a tremendous Raw match the last episode of Raw. The only thing that sucked for me, us watching on TV, the audience got a great glimpse being there live. But the only thing that ruined that match for me was all the commercials. But that was a great match on Monday night. I think these guys are one of the show stealers. But The Miz takes it. You agree?
Quiet on the set. Can we please have quiet on the set?
You are quiet today, though, by the way.
The Miz retains.
The Miz retains for the RATBOY.
The Miz retains. I think, obviously, Seth has made reference to the fact that the Common Championship is the one he's never got. I can't see them, obviously, they're just going to be Randy Orton. I can't see them that close making two big stars Grand Slam champion and separate it out. Not that it's a big thing for Seth Rollins, you know, he is a main player. But it's nice to see the Intercontinental Championship.
Yeah, it's finally on the main card.
Represented in the match.
Yeah, last year.
Not just gone by the match, although it was good at 32. But there hasn't been a better Intercontinental champion in the last 10 years in the race, without doubt. He will eventually break the record. He's definitely break the record.
Yeah, last year it was what? Baron Corbin and.
He'll break the record because The Miz, similar to Alexis Bliss, is a product of WWE.
Yeah.
He didn't wrestle before here. He had no professional wrestling experience. He's a product they take from something they start.
Reality TV.
So
Yeah, the IC title is one of the best titles ever. Finally on the main card after so long. Last year, Baron Corbin and Dean Ambrose. Well, it wasn't. It was the ladder match the previous 2 years, but Dean Ambrose, Baron Corbin last year were relegated to the pre-show. It's good to see this match back on the main card. It will be one of the highlights of the show. Mark Wood back to the U.S. title has Randy Orton. Badass Cage says Finn Balor needs the win. So, a couple of thoughts from our viewers. Hopefully the screen I can't really see too well. There's so much pollen in the air. I can feel my allergies coming on. But hopefully you guys can see us. Thank you again for joining us. Spare no expense on the production. But my next match, we have I put this in the middle of the card. This is the Sting Triple H spot, I think. Even though that was maybe a little bit earlier. We have the long-awaited mixed tag team match of Kurt Angle, the Olympian, and Ronda Rousey. They take on the Authority, Triple H, and Stephanie McMahon. What did you think of the Angle Monday night of Stephanie putting Ronda through the table during the contracts or the debate that Coach was hosting? A lot of people thought there was too much comedy, maybe, or maybe it wasn't. It came off more as comedy than realism, I guess. I thought it was all right. Kurt Angle is constantly looking like a adult in this, as he got hit in the back of the head by Triple H with a microphone, and then that sparred Rousey and being distracted and put through a table by Stephanie McMahon. Do we see a special appearance from The Rock in this? We won't count that against our prediction, but how does this play out? What do you think of Monday night?
Kurt Angle being a tag team partner is a product of them not being able to get The Rock.
So you don't think The Rock's in here?
No, I don't personally.
What do you guys think?
They've gone Kurt Angle because The Rock won't have been available. As far as I'm concerned, because we respect to Kurt, he's much more than a star. You get the feeling Kurt's lost some of that charisma back in his prime. But it is WrestleMania. If anything, Stephanie takes her one bump a year.
Yeah.
At WrestleMania.
It's been Spears lately.
Yeah. Ronda at 31, Spear at 32, pushed through the table last year. So, Stephanie to take her annual bump and then be a bitch for the other 364 days of the year. Begrudgingly, I'll go Kurt Angle.
All right. You go Team Angle and Rowdy. I think she gets a kick-ass entrance, maybe with a Rowdy Piper type bagpipes. Kurt Angle.
Mania is the time.
Jason Jordan might have something to say in this match. Kurt Angle's illegitimate son, I guess. Is that the right thing? I'm gonna agree with you in the pick, but I have a swerve in this match. I am going Kurt Angle and Ronda Rousey, but in the end, I don't know if you can read that. I have Rowdy Ronda Rousey. I can't even spell Ronda. How do you spell Ronda?
R-O-N-D-A.
Yeah, okay. I always put an H in there, but I think I spelled it right. But I have her turning heel and joining the Authority after this match. Ooh, even though she gets the win, I think they're just like. I think Ronda will be a better heel. Yeah. They said, they want her to.
She needs to be the first Paul Heyman guy.
Yeah, you think she could go with Paul Heyman?
She needs it.
What say you, audience?
She needs a mouthpiece.
I just think she's a better heel. I think there's a swerve. She gets the win.
She definitely needs a mouthpiece.
But in the end, she teams up with the Authority for some weird swerve. So, what say you guys? This is going to be one of the bigger matches of the day. Gotta find you guys here. Hold on. Triple H and Steph for the win for Nick Reedy. Angle gets a vacay. I guess he has Kurt Angle getting fired. We've got Badass Cage. Oh man, I totally forgot about Jason Jordan. So yeah, I think he's healthy. He had some minor neck surgery.
He sure did.
He should be back.
He's played his character very well.
Badass Cage picked Angle and
If
Ralph.
you're getting nuclear heat from the fans, you may as well play up to it.
Yeah.
But he's done that very well. So I like the idea of Jason Jordan.
So I'll put that in my mailbox.
Plays it not to feel perfectly.
Yeah.
Perfectly.
So thanks for the comments, guys. We'll see how Jason Jordan plays a part if he shows up on this card. It's hard to see ourselves. There's so much pollen on the screen here.
Oh, yeah.
Then I got the Raw Women's Championship. This is match 11. I know you're mad at me for putting this on the pre-show, but
more disappointing.
It'll be one of the buffer match. I don't have it going that long. First of all, do you see a cash in on either one of these women's matches if Carmella can cash in on the Raw Championship? No cash in for Carmella.
No.
I will agree. I don't think she does it at Mania. I think she'll hold off for one of the SmackDown or Raw, whatever roster she's on. Probably SmackDown. I think she'll fail on SmackDown. Let's just say with the SmackDown champion. But for the Raw Championship, it's time for Nia Jax. I'm sorry, buddy. You might see him kick my ass, guys, right here on live TV. But we saw her on Bourbon Street last night. Nia Jax, you know, the Angle's been involved around some bullying as far as weight. What are your thoughts on that, by the way? It's legitimately pissed off, like my wife and kid, the fat shaming. But it's a good.
It's very sensitive subject. Like yourself went through an disorder as a child.
Yeah,
So
very true.
I don't know. You can't push too much going through this age. It's too much of an easy story. It's
Yeah.
easy just to go after a person's story. It's lazy.
Alexa's playing a good heel.
She plays great.
Mickey James.
She's a sweetheart in real life.
Yeah,
Talk about somebody who plays their character well.
exactly.
But,
Alexa Bliss, of course, fanboy.
I just think it's time to put her over as the
Yeah.
opportunistic heel.
Right.
I think she'll drop it and pay that.
And like we said earlier, not all the titles are going to change hands.
It is obvious that they're very high on her.
Nick
She
Reedy,
has had the championship since, 8 days after SummerSlam.
yeah, she's had her a while.
She's the longest reigning World Women's Champion, first ever Raw and SmackDown Women's Champion. The goddess to retain.
Goddess to retain. I will go.
Probably
Nia
to
Jax.
take a huge bump at the end, or Nia do something to her.
Yeah, I don't have the match that long. What do you got it? 5 minutes, 7 minutes?
I can't imagine the match being too. It's more of a story than a match.
Yeah.
It's more of a story than a match. I'll be surprised if it goes past 10 minutes.
All right.
I think with Alexa's, she'll give you a good match if she's in there with the right person. She won't give you a bad match. She won't give you a great match at the moment. She'll give you a good match.
So we got some comments here. Back to Mark Wood. Ronda Angle. That's who he's picking. He's hoping The Rock shows up and takes Kurt's place. That'd be interesting. Maybe during like the pre-show he gets taken out. That could happen. Nick says Flair wins and breaks this. We haven't gone to that match, buddy. But okay, he has Carmella cashing in with Flair breaking the streak. That's Nick Reedy. We haven't gone to that match yet. Mark Wood is taking Asuka. We haven't taken that match yet. Mark Wood has Nia Jax winning. Okay, so we're caught up on the comments. Like I said, thanks for the comments. We'll read them. That brings us to the, we'll go to the Women's Championship, the SmackDown Women's Championship. Asuka, the undefeated. How many days? It's been like over 2 years. And who knows when the last time she lost on the Indies. I'm sure she was a badass there. She come from Stardom over in Japan.
If I'm not mistaken, yes.
Yeah, she used to be called Kana. I don't know too much about her before WWE, but all I know is I'm meeting her at Access on Saturday, and that I am not ready for it. But I didn't get a chance to make a painting for her, but I'm looking forward to that. But Asuka takes on the women's champion Charlotte Flair. Woo! For the SmackDown Women's Championship. This is An highly anticipated match. Street versus a great champion. Carmella in the wings, cashing in. I say no. I think she holds it for the SmackDown Tuesday and fails. That's my prediction. Plus, you don't know about roster changes, but is she eligible to cash in on the Raw Championship? That has never been.
They really make up their own budget.
Yeah, they make up. I don't think it matters either. So that's my prediction. I don't see how you break the streak right now. That's basically Asuka's story. I think Charlotte. By the way, the Mixed Match Challenge, Asuka teamed up with The Miz. They won it. They beat Charlotte and Bobby Roode. I believe The Miz got the pin in that, though. That was an entertaining tournament. They ended up winning a lot of money for charity. I think Asuka's streak continues, guys. She is going to be new. He's taking it for the mailman. Nobody's ready for Asuka. Not even you, Charlotte Flair. Thoughts on this one, RATBOY?
New Orleans is where streaks come to die.
True. So the
Charlotte Flair retains.
Wow. Charlotte Flair.
Charlotte Flair retains.
He's true about that. There's something about that Superdome.
Charlotte Flair retains. It bugs me when people say Charlotte Flair's only there because of Brit. Of course.
Oh, yeah.
Of course
Yeah.
that's a factor.
A big factor, but
Of course that's
she
a
is.
factor.
She deserves to be there. As how she is. She's talented as hell.
She's talented.
She's one of the nicer people that you meet.
Yeah. She's talented as all hell. Niceness she gets that from Brit.
How's the view, guys? Can you guys see us? I think that. Let's bring this back in. Time out, guys.
Charlotte Flair retains.
I apologize if the. There we go. I apologize if our view has not been great. It's hard to control the sun here, but it's a beautiful day here in New Orleans. We're almost done. We're getting to the big, epic matches. Comments here. I'm not sure what Mark Wood says. He said no for something. Badass Cage, if I didn't read earlier, has Nia Jax. Badass Cage says Asuka. So I'm looking on the other page. It is a little sunny and cloudy, but hopefully you guys can see us. But so Charlotte for you, Asuka for me.
As crazy as it sounds, I can't see Vince losing WrestleMania with two Japanese stars as champions.
Yeah. Oh, they took the Rumbles.
So, yeah,
They took both Rumbles.
they did. I don't think they'll take both Mania championship matches.
Yeah. All right, and this is the most anticipated match for the weekend for me, truly being a Shinsuke Nakamura fan. I mean, look at me. I got his haircut, fanboy him. What do you think of this haircut, by the way? My gal Cynthia did it. How's it look, guys? I'll be wearing, we're going to the Superstore next.
Yep.
Maybe we'll do a Facebook Live from there. I plan on getting this new shirt. That'll be my Mania shirt. It'll be red. Got to get a couple of other items.
Time the store open till tonight.
Oh, it's going to be open late. They usually like 11. Whatever access ends.
They may.
But Shinsuke Nakamura, he has been snake bit. He's had two opportunities at the WWE Championship. Jinder Mahal back at SummerSlam, and then what was it? Was it Hell in a Cell? Yeah. And that's how Jinder kept the title. Jinder ended up losing to AJ. AJ's been the champion ever since before Survivor Series. AJ had a loss against Brock Lesnar at Survivor Series, but it was supposed to be Jinder versus Brock, right? And he lost it in your home country. Jinder did. But AJ's been on a roll ever since. Shinsuke's gained momentum. He was the 2018 Royal Rumble winner back there in Philadelphia. It's now or never, I think, for Shinsuke. Like I said, I don't see every title changing hands, and I want to pick AJ. AJ's 1-1 at WrestleMania. I don't see him going 1-2, but me being a fanboy, I can't go against Shinsuke. Shinsuke's first WrestleMania match. How can I go against this? This is like you picking against Alexa Bliss. So I could see AJ winning, but you know who I'm picking. Shinsuke finally gets over the hump. The entrances are going to be electric. I don't know where this is going to be on the card, but I have it deep. I have it third down. It could very well open. AJ's opened.
I like to think it either opens or closes.
I think AJ deserves to be down the card. He had an early match with Chris Jericho.
First match last year.
It was 32, and first match last year against Shane O'Mac, which very well could have been the best match of that night.
Second best.
Second best.
Trips and stuff.
Trips and stuff, yeah. Shinsuke Nakamura for me. You knew I was going to do it. What say you, Rat?
Shinsuke Nakamura.
Oh, thank you, sir. Hey, cheers to that.
I have been going back and forth.
Get a fresh beer.
I've been going back and forth with this one.
I'll take a fresh beer. Cheers, mate.
I'm going to go back and forth with
Shinsuke's
this
night.
one. I have to believe that AJ is on his way to Monday Night Raw.
It could be a good send-off for a roster change.
Yeah.
AJ would be a good fit.
I think they'll have one more match at Payback or Backlash, which is at the pay-per-view after Mania. But you have to face facts that Shinsuke's got a very underwhelming first year on main.
Yeah, this could very well be.
Other than a couple of good performances, the Rumble win, victory against John Cena. But
What'd you think of the go-home show for SmackDown? Or actually, the last 2 weeks, Shinsuke.
I enjoyed it. They've been faking each other out with the finishes and whatnot.
Basically, in trying to get in each other's heads.
I enjoyed it how they've not really come to blows up until now.
Yeah.
It's sort of got better, good friends, better enemies feel about it. So hoping they go the distance. So it needs. Surely, if there's one 30-minute match, surely this is your 30-minute match.
30 minutes. I would hope so. I hope they get a lot of time.
Surely this is your 30-minute.
Looking forward to it. We've got Mark Wood says he can't see me, so hopefully you can now. Mark Wood says Shin for the win. All right, buddy. And Nick Reedy says AJ by DQ. Outside interference. Ouch. Oh, come on, Nick. God, that Cole. Nick's from Minnesota. I think he's mad that WrestleMania is not in Minnesota right now. I think New Orleans stole it from Minnesota, if I'm not mistaken.
Good.
Dude, get some sun out there because Minnesota is like a frozen wasteland, Nick. You need to clear your mind, buddy. AJ by DQ. This is not going to be a disqualification. This is going to be a winner.
Oh, yeah.
Come on, Nick. But thanks for watching. I'm calling you out. All right, we got 2 more matches. Well, technically 1 because one of them's still not official. Hey, we can see ourselves now. Thanks, guys, for hanging with us. Yeah, we look pretty good. It's that sun. It's finally.
It is much clearer.
Finally got the shadows creeping in is how they should be. But we'll go to the Universal Championship. Brock Lesnar, I hear, is on his way to UFC. Official.
Yeah.
Dana White.
Yeah, I heard that from
Undetermined time frame, though.
To be honest, at this point, good riddance.
Good riddance. That's basically the storyline. WWE is set up. Brock doesn't want to be there.
At least if he's there, he should be there without the championship. And I'm certainly no fan of Roman.
Yeah. Roman Reigns.
The belt should be there. I've gone back and forth with this style, and I tried to smark out over it, but the belt needs to be there week in, week out.
Week in, week out? Yeah.
Especially if someone does. So.
What do you think the way...
At this point, if he wants to go, let him get him go.
The way this one ended on Monday Night Raw, the go-home show, I think was better than their first tug of war when they went off the air before 31. That's all that ending was when they were fighting over the championship. This time they actually had some drama. Like Brock went off the air hot. But Roman got his shots in.
Very hot.
After like the whole ramp was filled with WWE superstars. I think that was like an omen or a kind of like a metaphor for he persuaded the wrestlers just to part ways. Kind of like I think WWE's trying to put that scenario as like showing us fans that we're going to accept Roman maybe.
Well, true that.
But if I said that correctly, hopefully you understood what I said there. But I don't think Roman will get booed too bad, but you're going to hear boos.
Oh, yeah, easy.
People are
audible.
Yeah, there's going to be audible boos, but I think this match will be a lot. I thought the Mania 31 match was great. Of course, it was capped off with Seth Rollins cashing in.
That was great.
But I think this one's going to deliver. This is one of my shockers, though. This is a shocking pick for me. Do you want to go first with your pick?
I'm very curious now. I'm going to have to let you go first.
I'm going first. I don't think you're going to get the coronation of Roman Reigns on this night. I've got, I think Paul Heyman in his promo said, spoiler alert, basically Brock's not going to lose. I don't think he loses this night. I think you're going to get some sort of Monday Night Raw fallout. You wanted to go big. You wanted shocking picks. I've got Brock Lesnar retaining at WrestleMania. I'm not saying he's gonna finish the weekend. Monday Night surprises. You might even see a Bobby Lashley show up. I think Roman eventually gets the title. He's gonna get snubbed at WrestleMania. In a shocker, another Paul Heyman moment where everybody thinks Roman, or maybe Roman loses. This could be your DQ match. Maybe Roman switches sides, like a double heel turn. Paul Heyman becomes Roman Reigns' manager. Somehow, I think, even though that wouldn't make sense for Brock winning, but on this night, Brock Lesnar still has the title. Don't ask me why. I'm putting it in the mailbox. This means it's official. Go ahead. I'm trying to get a win back because I know I'm going to lose some to you.
Go big or go home.
Go big or go home, buddy.
Roman Reigns.
We're good for now. Appreciate it. Thank you.
Roman Reigns.
Roman Reigns, it is.
Roman Reigns. I take no.
Realistically, I want to say that.
I take no great pleasure. I'd rather have a guy who's going to be there week in, week out, without wanting to balance the storyline too much, as opposed to a guy who is, Brock Lesnar's. He's not invested emotionally in the business. He doesn't take a role in his stories. He gets there, give me the script, I'll say the lines, I'll do the work, I'll go home, pay me.
Vince gets his moment. Yeah.
Begrudgingly, I'd rather have the Roman Empire.
I'm mainly going for shock value. So.
I'll take Roman Reigns.
All right. It's the smart choice, actually. But let's see some comments. Nick, it is perfect. Dream match and then another dream match. Is that sarcastic? Actually, I think he is pro Roman and Brock. That'll be good. Badass Cage. AJ and Shinsuke will steal the show. All right. He picked Shinsuke to win the WWE Championship. Nick Reedy says Brock was supposed to fight Jones. Oh, John Jones. UFC got suspended, but Brock still owes 2 fights. Oh, okay. Oh, that's right. Brock did get suspended. So I'm not a big UFC follower, but I do watch some of the big matches. Nick Reedy has Roman. Mark Wood, Jimmy, you don't need to ask who I want to win. Mark Wood's a Roman Reigns fan. So, and he hates Brock. So, Mark, respect, buddy. So, thank you guys for your picks. And that leaves us unfinished business. There's still a match out there, not advertised officially. John Cena, my man, has not gotten his call, is answered from The Undertaker after weeks and weeks. After matches, he's tried his road to WrestleMania. He has not been able to get on this card. He won't go in the Andre the Giant Memorial Battle Royal. He can easily get in that. He doesn't want to insert himself into another match. He could easily be on this card, don't you think? Don't you think Shane McMahon and Daniel Bryan could easily put him on a SmackDown match? Don't you think the Authority or Kurt Angle would put him in a Raw match? No, he doesn't want to insert himself. He wants The Undertaker now, after failing, after the Elimination Chamber, the Royal Rumble, Fastlane Six-Pack Challenge. Cena still without a match. I invited him on the show, They never did come.
It's the height of ambition, but
Dang you, John. Dang it, John Cena, you stiffed me. But like he says, Undertaker, do something. That famous meme where that guy's poking the stick. One of the best memes, funniest cartoon drawings ever. Just like a stick drawing of him poking a guy.
do something.
Do something. Do we see something here? This is where I have. This is where I'm going to announce where I think this match finally gets put on. You want to say something about this? How do you think the build's been?
I enjoy the fact that the Undertaker's not going to make an appearance until WrestleMania.
Yeah,
It's
similar like
it's got to be undoubted that he's making an appearance at WrestleMania.
It's been like him and Bray Wyatt. That one didn't have much of
the
build.
anticipation of actually seeing him until Mania.
Yeah.
No, I think it's very clever taking a different angle with it this year. If he comes back as the Phenom, it just seems like a waste. Because that's repetition. They've done that several years over. I never got right why he got so much criticism for the American Badass angle back in the day. I enjoyed it. I enjoyed that 3.5 year run.
Yeah.
Maybe it was because I was younger. I saw it from a different light.
Might be more traditionalist or more into the dead man.
But
I don't have a problem with either gimmick.
You know, Chris Jericho is probably the greatest of all time. It's because he's been able to recreate himself
Yeah,
time and time again.
recreating's not a bad thing.
You've got to recreate yourself and stay relevant.
And he did fold the clothes last year in Orlando, kind of seemingly retiring the dead man gimmick.
Yeah.
I think it'd be perfect.
I'll take John Cena
You're taking John Cena
beat the American Badass,
to finally get a victory.
but
He's had a losing streak.
Taker to go out with one last ride,
How do you think
if you will.
this isn't going to be a prediction count against any of our records, but how do you think the Undertaker shows up? Or like, how does he accept the challenge? How does Cena get him to take this match? I'll read the comments.
It's very interesting because it's almost a segment that's going to morph into a match.
It's going to be a segment when all the matches are done. Cena's going to come out.
You think it's going to be the main event?
I think it's going to be the main event.
Very interesting to see how that. I'm very intrigued.
I don't think the Undertaker can go anywhere on a card without main eventing.
I'm probably more intrigued for this match than anything else. It's just see how they're going to execute it.
Yeah. Well, I'm going to reveal mine. How I think it's going to happen. All right. Let's get some comments here real quick. Jimmy, you don't need to ask who I want. Okay, I reread that. Nick Reedy, Cena versus The Rock. I don't know, buddy. It's going to be Cena Taker. Mark Wood says, poor Johnny will be left holding his feet. All right. That would be sad news. Badass Cage, Roman wins the Universal title. Badass Cage, I'm still hoping the Undertaker comes out as American Badass and have Kid Rock perform since he's being inducted in the Hall of Fame. I believe you're right, Badass Cage. I will reveal my pick here in a minute. Nick Ritty thinks this is a mid-card match.
I can see that.
We will see. The Mailman thinks it's Hall of Fame night. Kid Rock, do we even know who his presenter is? This is my wild card scenario, guys. Kid Rock needs a presenter. Who the hell presents him? The American Badass. The Undertaker comes out
At the Hall of Fame itself.
at the Hall of Fame because the Hall of Fame needs some hype.
That's a bold
I think the Undertaker
prediction.
then answers John Cena at the Hall of Fame. If you remember, I think Paul Bearer last time here got inducted. The Undertaker made an appearance there.
No, I like your thinking. You've taken a bit more of a non-traditional route towards the match.
I mean, it
I'd be down for
most
that.
likely it probably won't happen, but I'm throwing it
I'd
out
be
there.
down for that.
This is how he challenges, or he accepts John Cena's challenge, and instead of saying I'm at breakfast, like his wife said, they're too busy to answer John. They're eating breakfast. You know,
I'd be down for that.
I think he accepts Cena's challenges at the Hall of Fame. There will be a match. I also heard rumblings that this match might have a year build, and they do it at New York next year. But I think Taker and Cena happens this Sunday live on the
Hopefully
WWE
it'll be
Network.
Taker's last match. Then.
And he comes out on Sunday. Kid Rock's going to perform. Is it Cowboy or Badass? What's the song?
American Badass.
American Badass. Okay, I'm sorry. I'm not the biggest Kid Rock fan. I don't hate Kid Rock like a lot of people, But and then you know what? Cena's going to take another loss. We're going to get the American Badass, The Undertaker, and he's going to beat John Cena. And there's going to be respect at the end. Cena's kind of played the heel in this, calling him out, calling him
Cena hasn't Cena hasn't eaten a loss since The Rock.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah. He's beat The Rock, beat Bray Wyatt, beat Rusev.
Any other comments here? We're getting ready to wrap up, guys. I really thank you. We've gone 2 hours. Mark, a voodoo twist maybe. That'd be cool. We are in the home of Maria Laveau. Are you going to do any haunted tours?
Maybe.
Cemetery tours here are cool. Badass Cage. By the way, if I can ask a friendly question, since it's WrestleMania weekend, what is the best and worst experience on meeting a wrestler? Good question. My best experience? Man. Well, I mean, I went to the traditional route. If you're asking on the street, if you're asking at WrestleCon, I mean, last year I met Ric Flair.
Yeah.
I also met Hulk Hogan at Hulk Hogan's Beach Shop.
Talk about a piece of shit.
Yeah, you're not a big.
Talk about a piece of shit.
You haven't forgiven him.
Talk about a piece of shit.
Yeah.
That's nothing to do with the racism thing.
Yeah. Me, I'm a big Shinsuke fan. Met him at the Verizon Wireless store up in Tukwila in Seattle. Man, that's a tough call, Mr. Cage. My worst experience. Oh, you got me on the spot here. There has been some bad experiences. My worst experience with a celebrity is one of my favorite hockey players, Alex Ovechkin. He didn't sign my helmet. He said he only signed for kids. I love Ovi, though. Wrestler-wise. Well, I was good to Heath Slater. He was on the Bourbon Street the last time I was in NOLA. He didn't want any pictures. I just shook his hand, but I respected his privacy. A lot of the times I just respect a lot of the guys' privacy on the streets, but last night was kind of like a wild night. I met Chucky T, Mark Andrews, Donovan Dijak. Well, he's Chris Dijak now. I've had a lot of good experiences. I can't say Badass Cage that I've ever really had a bad experience. I would never go up to a Sasha Banks. I heard she's kind of a bitch. I like Sasha.
She had a dream. She hadn't made it.
Yeah. Can you answer this question?
Dragging down. I mean, my favorite. I mean, other than meeting Alexa Bliss, was probably last night. It was just cool to see him in that casual scenario.
Yeah.
Really, drinking beers and chatting shit. It wasn't an official scenario. They weren't surrounded by a wall of security or anything.
Oh, I met Corey. One of my best experiences was meeting Corey Graves.
Savior of misbehavior.
Corey Graves announcer. He was still a wrestler, right nearby here at Jackson Square. He was friendlier than heck. He's probably tough to catch now, but we even did the stay down pose. You can see that on my social media. I'd say Corey Graves, out of the blue on the street, was one of my most exciting. You know, he was walking around with Summer Rae that day. That was a weird one. I thought he was married.
What a great couple.
Yeah, that was a weird.
They'd make it.
My wife was with me. She was wondering, is that guy married? But
they would make it a delightful couple.
Yeah. What's y'all's experiences? Tell us. Nick Reedy, I heard Alexa is just a big fangirl. It's super cool.
That's true.
Yeah.
True.
Nick's from Minnesota. You'll meet him one day if we go to Minnesota. Nick, you got to come to one of these, buddy. Not too much else to say, guys. We've gone 2 hours and 5 minutes, maybe a little bit less.
2 hours and 6 minutes.
Okay.
Oh no, 7.
My computer's down to 36%, but all the picks are in the mailbox, guys. Do you want to do a post show? Look at this guy. He met Alexa Bliss. So there's his best experience.
True definition of Beauty and the Beast, right?
Guys, I thank you for joining us. All our picks are in. If you didn't get all your picks in, put them on the comments. We'll read them. Do you want to do a post show, like Raw Monday?
Raw Monday.
Like
depends where I'm at.
Maybe Tuesday.
I might be down Bourbon Street. I'd invite you to my hotel. It's just not as glamorous.
Oh, it doesn't matter. We are at the St. Philip here in the French Quarter. It's a historic area. If you've never been in New Orleans, I really recommend it. We've had a blast. I've only been here less than 24 hours.
Oh, my goodness.
We had a hell of a night. Once again, what are you doing tonight? We're going to go to the Superstore.
Superstore, and then I don't know. I fancy some Cajun food tonight.
Cajun food. I had some. I had a shrimp po' boy last night. It's pretty damn. It's like it's fried shrimp. You can get it. You can get it blackened too. On a roll. French.
There's actually an excellent hot dog place we saw online that we're trying to find.
Some red beans, rice. What do you call that? I can't pronounce any French words, but you gotta get yourself a muffalata. Muffalata.
We're probably going to end up going down Bowman Street.
Yeah, down there in the French area, the district.
To be honest, I was the most over fan in Bowman Street last night.
Yeah, he was the most over with this shirt.
I don't see how I can't.
Did you wash this thing yet?
No.
All right.
Stinks of beer.
Guys, if you're viewing this and you're in town, hit us up. The Rat Boy. He might catch me in the record. What are you, 15-13? I'm 21-7. This is going to be the weekend of transition. We're going to see a lot of wackiness with our picks. I'm excited to see how it's played out. I really thank everybody for joining us. Let's play a little Kid Rock on the way out, shall we? Any final comments, Rat Boy? Yeah, I'm a big Kid Rock guy. But
I just want to say it's been a pleasure to be part of it.
hey, when we're in person together, I think we're a lot better. But I enjoy this guy calling me. We're gonna get him a computer once he's back overseas. Then we can do picture-in-picture. But the small package, episode 22 in the books. I think it's a success.
22 already.
Let's grab a fresh beer. Let's toast our audience. I want to thank Mark, Nick, the Cage guy. Might have been my cousin. I don't know his YouTube name, but whoever you were, Cage, thanks for your viewership. Anybody that stumbles upon this on demand, leave us your picks. If you get it in before TakeOver or Mania, I'll read them on the air. We'll find a time to get together for a post show. Guys, enjoy WrestleMania. It's the best time of year if you're a wrestling fan. Enjoy it, guys. It's going to be happening. Thanks for joining us. The Small Package, episode 22 in the books. Thanks for listening, watching. Let's go drink some beer. Let the good times roll. How do you say that in French? I got it here. Lies les bon temps rouillés. Oh man, I'm sorry guys, I butchered that. Enjoy WrestleMania, guys. We'll talk to you on the flip side. I will come up with a post show and I'll advertise it right here on YouTube. Have a great day, and we'll talk to you next time. It's gonna be happening for the Rat Boy. I'm the Milstead. I'm the Mailman. Jimmy the Mailman Milstead.